Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in internet world. Welcome, welcome to another edition of Golden Independence. This is massive news. This just in is fresh. It's hot off the press. But that's only if you're checking your back office. When you're involved with certain projects, whether they are successful or not, they all have a back office. All right. Check your back office, ladies and gentlemen. If you have an Exodus wallet, you have a back office. You see what I'm saying? Check your back office, ladies and gentlemen, for the updates so that you stay up to date with everything that's pertinent that's going on that has to deal with your future. Because if you're in this space, if you're watching this channel, then we're only dealing with our future selves that's going to bring us through the present. Because this is why we do what we do. This is why we are here. This is why we endure. Because we see the future. We see what is about to be. And it's going to be soon. Just like the transition from Visa to MasterCard. I did a video a few days back uh, giving everyone in the community just an update about the new BitHarvest debit card that's available in the back office. Some people probably already took advantage of it because you know BitHarvest is a global enterprise. It actually started in Asia. So the fact that I'm able to be a part of this opportunity is so major because I live in the Western Hemisphere. And it's through this decentralized project that I'm able to partake in the greatest wealth transfer of our time. And we are witnessing the transition of the next 20 years. We are going to be the great grandfathers of the next generation. This is heavy stuff. This is major. If you don't know about Bitcoin, then what we're discussing just simply isn't for you. And you will continue to be a consumer. Consumers have their role, consumers are important. Yeah. The only thing about a consumer is that eventually you get slaughtered if you stay that way. If you stay as a consumer, you will be slaughtered eventually. So if you don't wish to be slaughtered in the next 20 years, hey, I would only like to share an opportunity that I am currently involved in, and I am witnessing firsthand as to how everything that was said aforetime shall come to pass, Lord willing, because everything's there. It's already parked. It's already, it's already allocated. It's building. It's building. The railways of the metaverse are being built as we speak. I'm consistently buying digital Manhattan. That's what I'm purchasing. I'm purchasing digital Manhattan, as Michael Saylor would say, in my sleep. What are the next 20 years going to behold us, those of us who have even little right now, even a little? It will still be generational, generational wealth from 1/10 of a BitBooster from BitHarvest. You see, ladies and gentlemen, people don't even know, they don't even understand the next level of wealth to come from things being priced against Bitcoin. So many people are still thinking in dollars, which is the weaker asset. And it's a debt-based asset. The dollar is debt-based. It's not an asset, although many institutions will call it an asset. But Bitcoin is just an asset, and it is not based in debt. And that's what everyone around the world is realizing, because everything else regarding any national currency, fiat currency that is, every single one of a fiat currency around the world, ladies and gentlemen, is based in debt. Bitcoin is based in computational power, which comes from an energy source. It's just about what energy are you looking to utilize. Are you looking to utilize electricity, solar, wind, nuclear, magnetic, volcanic, steam, hydro? Which energy source are we going to utilize to harness and to be able to digitize and tokenize that force where it can be measured on a digital scale, and that being real wealth, because those very same things that are perpetual within the earth are considered assets, and they are not debt based. So if we really want to look at it, Bitcoin is based and backed by the actual energy of the earth. And as man has found multiple ways to harness the energy of the earth, the wind, fire, and water, even metals. We, we are now able to tokenize that energy and share that energy and that wealth amongst the world to where one Satoshi will be one Satoshi. And then everyone can eat because we were made to be in abundance, not scarcity. And what isn't it ironic that that the very thing that is so-called scarce or scarcity also brings abundance, and the abundance is coming much sooner than a lot of people would even expect or even like. The good the good thing is that when we get to the point where people are basically going to be working for Bitcoin because the governments would have snatched up Bitcoin and corporations and banks like Fidelity would have snatched up Bitcoin. Investment firms like Fidelity, banks are buying Bitcoin. You come on. The biggest banks are buying Bitcoin. And when the banks are buying Bitcoin, other institutions are going to be buying Bitcoin. Insurance companies are going to buy Bitcoin. And that's when people are going to get to start being paid in Bitcoin because they would have it all. They would have all the Bitcoin that there is to be bought. And if you were not paying attention, if you were not following the trend, then you would just be on the outskirts and left behind. And the only way you will be able to acquire Bitcoin would be to either work for it or use some sort of skill or use your skill sets to acquire it. Start a business. You have to earn your Bitcoin another way. You have to start a business and then price everything in Bitcoin in order to acquire Bitcoin. So some people, even though they may not buy Bitcoin, if they got a business and they just convert their businesses over to accepting Bitcoin, they're still in business. If you know if you still have the things that people want, excuse me. So the business people will still be in business, but we're not talking about these people. We're talking about the real average person because it's more of us. It's more of us than them. But I think if more of us had, there will be more prosperity, especially if you're involved in things that people need. Like right now, anything to do with health, good health, will be a good business. And soon we'll be able to start businesses with our Bitcoin. Yes, a series of suplexes with our Satoshis. But all of this is in the future, though. All of this is future talk. It's just future talk. But right now, Bitcoin is at 100,000, which means it's over 100,000 right now, which means that $1 gets you 900, approximately 900 Satoshis. We're back to 900 Satoshis. Ladies and gentlemen, the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. Um, if there's anything that I'd like to share with this community today, uh, the milk is thick in Bermuda. It's humid out tonight, but it's all good. It was one thing that I like to leave you guys with regarding this opportunity. You know, BitHarvest is about legacy. Legacy is important. I had mentioned earlier about having a business and converting it into Bitcoin so that it will be a Bitcoin, or convert your payment systems to accept Bitcoin, so then your business would eventually become a Bitcoin business, because that it'll be more people coming to your business because more people would have Bitcoin. Those who know about Bitcoin. And others will still be in the fiat system, unfortunately. However, BitHarvest would be my first Bitcoin business. How about that? Bitcoin, BitHarvest is the Bitcoin business. Is your first Bitcoin business. And you could start your own Bitcoin business with just $100. With $100, you could start mining Satoshis in your sleep on a daily basis, your dollar cost averaging in. Your dollar cost averaging into Satoshis by the millions. That's phenomenal. By the millions, ladies and gentlemen. Eventually, and I'm telling you very soon, these Satoshis that we're getting by the millions, when one Satoshi equals $1. And then it's just gonna keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Right? It's gonna keep pushing. Why? Because we're gonna have the fiat system for at least another 50 years. We're going to have the fiat system for at least another 50 years, ladies and gentlemen. Before they fully transition, we're going to be living in a dual system for a long time. A dual system. It's going to be a dual system for our lifetimes. for our lifetimes. I just said 50 years. That will put me in the 90s. That will put me in the high 90s. And if I see that day, Lord willing, I know I have it in me. It's in my DNA. My grandma, who's now living, is 96. So, yeah, won't be long now. So, for her, she just may see the next Bitcoin cycle. So, it's in my DNA. It's in my DNA. Yeah, down in Bermuda, we say that the air is thick. I realize when I get the older I'm getting, I'm becoming more susceptible to the finer things in life, as one would say. Things like mold. It's interesting. It's like, yeah, you can't help your environment, but hey, such is life. We endure, and then we work our way through it because it's all temporary. It's all temporary. I was having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend, you know, in the same areas. No coughing. But sometimes the weather switches up. And when it does that, you know, it's not pleasant for everyone. you know, it's either we adapt or we endure. But either way, you're getting through the hurdle. So, how you want to go through? You want to go through the fiat system, or do you want to go through the Bitcoin system? And with BitHarvest, I'll say it's a pretty good system. And on that note, thanks for tuning in. Keep watching this space. More to come. And yeah, check out your back office for the finer details because it's more that comes with that. So if you've signed up already, check your back office. Read all of the information, ALL, that's all, so that you can understand it fully. Take a deep breath, chill, relax, right? And let's get it. Bless up.